What's up, guys? It's your favorite producer, Milesjordan, and today I'm going to show you how I mix my beats for artists. And I'm going to show you how exactly I mix my beats for my beat store and putting it on my Instagram, YouTube, and just listen to it on my phone as well. And so yeah, I'm going to go through all of that, and yeah, let's get into the video. So first thing, I have this beat that I just made. I named it Zoomer, and it sounds like this. Yep, it's a banger, but it isn't mixed yet. You know, I have all the stems that are put in the mixer. I haven't mixed it yet, so I'm gonna show you exactly how I mix it. I think a really first thing I just want to say is that if you want a good mix, make sure to have really high quality drums, drum samples. Like, I always hear other producers, like, they're spending 30 minutes on just one snare, like trying to EQ it right. Like, you don't need to do that when you have a bunch of samples that you already know are good. Like, once you have a good sample, you have a good set of drums, it's just like, it cuts out all the other stuff that you have to do. Some places that you can get really good drums is Wave Supply. That's where, like, Internet Money, all their drum kits from like Nick Mira, you know, Cody, Taz, all those people, that's where they place their drums. I got a bunch of their kits. I also have my own drum kit. It's on my beat store. Having high quality drums is really the most important thing, because that saves you a lot of time and a lot less work, because you don't have to really fix anything. Second thing I do, I put the velocity up on all of my, like, collab, basically all the drums. I just put the velocity up, so then it's like hard hitting. So the velocity is like how hard something hits in FL Studio. So if you have it all the way up, it's like smacking, bro. But then if you have it all, you know, to the max, it's gonna clip. It's, you know, it's gonna sound something like this. And you don't want it to sound like that. So on the master, I put a soft clipper, and I just leave it like that. I just don't really mess with it. I just put a soft clipper, and this is gonna make it stay at 0 dB max, so that it's not making that huge distorted red line sound. So yeah, that's what I do. And I don't put anything else on the master. There's nothing else to really do. And then I also put a soft clipper on the kick, because the kick will do the same thing. When you put the velocity at the max, it will start redlining and being kind of distorted, so you put a soft clipper on there as well. I like to EQ all my stuff by themselves. I EQ everything by itself, and this is my favorite EQ, Fab Filter Pro Q3. Yeah, I just EQ everything by itself. I just solo everything. So that part when I was like putting this all the way up, like I was putting this little point all the way up, I was trying to get all the bad frequencies, because frequencies will like to go over this 0, and then it'll kind of like, it'll sound harsh. So I like to put it up all the way so I can find it where it's like really harsh, and then put it all the way down. I usually put it at like 3 dB around that area. I put this a little bit like at 1, because it's a high frequency. You're not really gonna hear it anyways. EQ the lows, EQ some of the highs, just so I get that main sound. I like to put vintage reverb on my melodies as well, because it just adds like a little ambient touch. And for the clap, we just do the same thing. We just EQ it. And then for my hi-hats, I like to pan it a little bit to the right, because it's like right here. I have it at 15%, right? So I put it like right here, so you'll hear it like in this kind of direction of your ears, instead of it being in the middle. It's like a little bit over here. I think it's really good for my beats. I like having the middle with the melody and stuff like that. So I put the hi-hats a little bit to the right, and then we do the same thing. We just EQ it. Then for the kick, kick is kind of different. I have a preset on parametric EQ, and this kick preset is from Cosmic Academy. It's like an Instagram account. They have like really good tips and stuff like that, and I just tried it, and ever since I did it, my kicks have sounded better. So I just been using it ever since. It sounds like this big thump sound. And then we have the soft clipper, so it doesn't distort over 0 dB. Or sometimes, in this case, I have 2 crashes. So I'm gonna put this one on 20 to the right. I'm gonna EQ it just like everything else. Yeah, let's take out a little bit of that bass. Yeah, it's better. I took out some of the lows so the 808 has space to like shine in that area. And for percussion, I like my percussion on the left. I pan it like 20 or 15-ish in that range to the left. So then you have something in this ear going on. And same thing for a snare. I like having my snares on the left. I put it like 25-ish. EQ a little bit of that out. And for this crash, I put it all the way to the right, like 30%. So I like my crashes in like the middle of the right ear. For me, panning is really important because you don't want everything in the middle of the mix. You want to have stuff on the left, on the right, because it makes it sound interesting when you listen to it on your headphones, your headset. When you have stuff pan to the left and the right, it leaves room for the middle to shine, because when you have everything in the middle, it's gonna like clash and like you won't hear things stand out as much. And for 808, I just EQ it. Let's take out some of the low end. And then for the 808, I like to use the new tuner, and I just go in here and click C. There we go. So it's saying 25, so I'm just gonna slide it all the way 25, and then it's gonna sound better with the melody. I like to play them together. And now when I have everything EQ'd and I have stuff panned, I like to mix everything when everything is playing together, because when you solo it out, it might sound good low by itself, but when you play it all together, it might not sound as good. So I just mix it when it's playing all together. Sometimes I'll even sidechain the kick to the 808, and you do that by clicking on the kick and you right click on the 808 and you just say sidechain to this track, and it does it. So yeah. So it just makes the kick stand out a little bit more because I have the kicks on the same time as the 808. So yeah, that's how I mix my beats. This is like the exact way that I do it. And I know some people on Instagram are wondering how I mix my beats, so I was just like, hey, I'll make a video about it. So this is how exactly I make my beats. If you like videos just like this, next video I'm gonna show you exactly how I arrange my beats for artists and putting on like streaming platforms if you're into like putting beats on Spotify. So yeah, I'm gonna show you exactly how I arrange my beats and how to make it sound interesting. Like, look out for that video. So yeah, see you in the next one.